Welcome to Alejandro's Honest Reviews. I'm Alejandro, and today we're gonna talk about The End of Oak Street, written and directed by David Robert Mitchell. If you don't know about David Robert Mitchell, he also is the director behind It Follows and Under the Silver Lake. And I gotta say, it's hard to pin his style down. He's only directed 3 movies. It Follows was 2014, where we know is the killer STDs. And Under the Silver Lake, it was sort of like a trippy stoner mystery movie with Andrew Garfield. And now, with The End of Oak Street, is a dinosaur movie? Kind of. Family movie? Sort of. And I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed the movie. Now, the movie is rated PG-13. And there are some deaths in it. But I gotta say, it's a family movie. I don't have a personal family of my own. But if I did, and I had some teenagers, some snotty teenagers, or just, even 8-year-olds, I will take them to watch this. It's a good time, The stakes are high, but they never show anything that is too crazy that you cannot take with a family. And there's a lot of lessons that come with it. And I gotta say, I've been talking about Tom Holland's summer. Well, it's Anne Hathaway's summer too. Now, I'm not sure how this movie is going to perform in the box office, but other than that, it's a good time, And dinosaurs. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? Yeah, did I say there's dinosaurs in this movie? Yeah, there's dinosaurs in this movie. So the plot of this movie is we have Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor. They're the Platt family, and they have 2 kids. They have a son and a daughter. Now, they're going through some marital problems. And then all of a sudden, a cosmic event happens. And they're in the prehistoric age. Now, I'm not going to get too much deep into what exactly happens, but if you've seen the trailer, you know that there's dinosaurs. And the dinosaurs are cool. I will say this. The CGI, it's okay. There's some moments when I was watching the movie that kind of took me out. Some of the dinosaur designs are cool, but noticeably CGI. And I guess I cannot complain like what they're gonna build a dinosaur. They don't have the budget Jurassic Park has. But nevertheless, it was a fun, thrilling movie. It's based in the 80s, so you got some cool costumes. And there are some scenes that bring the blood pressure up. Now, what's really interesting about this movie is we all know with Jurassic Park and how they designed the velociraptors. But now, more to historical fact, we have the bird-like velociraptors with feathers and all that stuff. More like a crazy chicken that eats you. But all the dinosaurs have feather and hair. So it was cool seeing it different. Now, I wish the, CGI was slightly better. But, they're working with the budget they're working on. I do not expect them to start building animatronical, dinosaurs. But it would have been nice. But nevertheless, when they're being chased by the dinosaurs, it is thrilling. Now, I read the budget is $85 million. Most of it probably went to Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor. But, they did what they did with what they had. Now, one thing that really bothered me during the movie was there's some scenes where dinosaurs sneak up on people. And to me, at a certain point, once I know what's happening, I'm going to have my head on a swivel. And it happened a couple times, which bothered me. After, one of the first times that results in something dire happening, I'm going to have my head on a swivel. But at the same time, maybe they're mourning and they didn't have their head on a swivel. But I would, and definitely have all my windows closed. So that was kind of like... And then the other thing with dinosaurs and movies and kids is they do put them in some tricky predicaments. But they're not going to eat the kids. And no spoilers, but... when there's crazy scenes and you have kids, they're not gonna eat the kids, especially in a PG-13 movie. And I didn't want them to eat the kids, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, maybe do not put them in those predicaments. Overall, the movie was a good time. It's an hour and 36 minutes. I think the run time was perfect. You're in and you're out. You hit all the beats, all the family beats, all the scary, thrilling beats, and then, you're out of there. Good time. Now, I got to say one thing, and then once you see it, you know what I'm talking about. They make a decision almost at the end of the movie that when it happens, you don't believe that they actually did that. And to me, it was crazy. At first, as it was starting, I'm like, wow, that's insane. And then once they took that other leap, I'm like, wow. At first, and credit to them building the characters well, that when it happened, I was super shocked. And I'm like, I didn't want to believe that happened. But then the more you sit on it, I'm like, okay, this was a good decision. And then later on the movie, they kind of like backtrack on that decision. And even though I guess it ended happy, I'm still thinking, was that the right decision? I don't know. That's the one thing I would say. And also, there's something else that happens in the end that gets left unresolved. Or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, they never, I don't remember them resolving that thing. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That other person that comes into the movie a little bit later and then gets rescued and then, yada, yada, yada. And then in the end, he makes a decision. I don't remember if they ever resolved that. But yeah, the end of Oak Street, quite a doozy. I give it like a 6.5, 7, maybe 7.5 out of 10. I still haven't figured out my rating system. Should you go to the theater and watch it? If you have a family, definitely recommend it. It's definitely a family movie. I think this is a perfect discount Tuesday movie, coupon movie. I think it's worth getting out of your house, buying popcorn and watching it. I don't know if it's full price or IMAX Dolby, but if you get it at a discount, you watch it, it's going to be a good time. So I would say that it's better than just watching it on streaming, I would say. Personally, you know how I feel about streaming. You take out your phone, you're half paying attention, half not. But on a discount Tuesday, you're going to leave happy. I left happy. I left content. My car ride back home, I was chilling. I did not regret watching this movie. So yeah, End of Oak Street is out now. Thanks for watching. This has been Alejandro's Honest Reviews. I'm Alejandro. And if you like this video, please click the like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong as we keep building this channel and community. And if you really rock with me, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you for the next movie.